Hey everyone, welcome back. So this is our 36th day of 365 days of coding, and today we're gonna talk about a very important health indicator known as BMI. So BMI is basically body mass index, and it helps us to understand how we can classify an individual based on their weight and height. This problem is basically related to that only. And have you ever wondered how health professionals determine if someone is underweight, normal or overweight, or let's say obese? Well, it's not just a random guess. It's actually based on a simple calculation, that is BMI. Now in this problem, let's show you how basically this BMI is calculated. So let's say the height is given to us, okay, and let's say the weight is given to us, okay. Now to calculate this BMI, we will use this formula, weight divided by height into height, and that's what written over here, x divided by y into y. So x is the weight and y is the height, okay. Now let's say we get a BMI which is less than 18.5, then the person is underweight. Similarly, if the BMI is between 18.5 to 24.9, then the person is normal. And if the BMI is between 24.9 to 29.5, then we can say the person is overweight. And if it is, let's say, greater than 29.9, in that scenario the person is obese, okay. Now I hope you get an understanding what is given here and what we need to calculate, but let's reiterate, okay. So basically, given the height of a person, the weight of a person, and the height is given in the centimeters and the weight is given in the kilograms. So let's verify. Okay, so height is in meters. So basically, if height is in meters and weight is in kilograms, so why exactly I wrote this centimeter? Okay, centimeter and kilograms. So basically, if you see in this input format, right, the first line contains height of a person which is in centimeter, and the second line contains weight of a person which is in kilogram. So basically, we need to do the conversion, okay, to get the correct result. That's why I written over here height is in centimeter and weight is in kilogram, okay. Now once we get the height and weight, then we need to calculate the BMI and classify them based on their values. So here we understood that how we need to classify them. Now let's see how we gonna solve this problem. So first we will collect the height A and weight B of a person in centimeter and kilogram. Once we get this user input, then we will convert the height from centimeter to meter by dividing it by 100. After that, we will calculate the BMI using the formula this, and then we will round the BMI value to one decimal place. If you see, we have only one decimal place values here, right? That's why. And then based on the BMI value, classify the person into different categories. So we will understand this based on this. What BMI we get, we will classify into underweight, normal, overweight and obese, and then print the classification of the person. Then we need to print what that person is, underweight, overweight, normal, obese, okay. And finally we will print the rounded BMI value with one decimal point, okay. So basically we will print, let's say the input is 101 and 29, okay. The height is 101 and weight is 29. In that scenario, we will say this person is overweight, okay, and the rounded BMI is 28.4, okay. And if it was greater than 29, then the person is obese, right? So let's solve this and let's write the code for this. Okay, so we have wrote our code, so let's understand what we are doing here. So first we take the user input. So we took the height in centimeters, then we took the weight in kilograms, and then as we know that we need the height in meters, so we will convert our centimeter height to meter by dividing it by 100. Once we did that, then we need to calculate the BMI. So the formula is this, weight in kgs divided by height in meters into height in meters. So once we did this part, then we basically round our BMI to 1 decimal point. So that's what we are doing here. Then we have created this classification variable. So instead of returning values one by one, we are using this variable. So we saw this practice in one of our previous videos, right? So we will do exactly this. So what we will do, we will check if our BMI is less than 18.5, then we will say it's underweight. If it is between 18.5 to 24.9, then we will say then person is normal. If it is 24.9 to 29.9, then we will say it's overweight, and if it is greater than 29.9, then it's obese. Okay, now then we are basically printing the classification, and then we are printing the rounded BMI. So let's run this and give it the necessary values. So here we have 101 and 29. So 101 and second value is 29, and we get overweight 28.4, and this is what we are getting over here. So let's give another value 129.31. Run it again. 129, and then we have 31, and we get normal 18.6. So we get normal 18.6. So this code is pretty much working fine, and I'm like not seeing any sort of optimization here, because this is a very basic problem. We just need to use this if else conditions here. Okay, the only thing which you can do is if you want, you can try to make it more concise, but kaan idhar se pakdo ya udhar se means baat dekhi, right? I think this much will be fine. So this is optimized enough. That's all for this video. So let's catch you up in the next video. So for now, bye bye. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe for more Python programming content. See you in the next video.